Hello. Well, we're going to have our fourth lesson for the advanced lessons, and I wanted to welcome you. I'm going to start with the songs that we have for the advanced lesson, and we'll start with Moth. Moth reads th, th, th. TH reads th, th, th. The leader moth, thirsty for some thread, thought it through and says to you, please obey instead. Whale reads wah, wah, wah. WH reads wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, whistler whale whistled in the sea. Whistle, 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 come my friends for tea. Sheep reads sh, sh, sh. SH reads sh, sh, sh. Sheldon sheep, Sheila sheep, do not shout or shove. The good shepherd cares for them, he watches from above. Well, we're going to be talking about chicken. There are more chickens in the world than any other kind of bird. Chickens are raised for their eggs and their meat. A chicken has interesting body parts. Besides its wings and feathers, a chicken has a red growth called a comb on top of its head. The red folds under its beak are called wattles. A chicken uses its claws and its beak for protection. Mama chickens are called hens. Papa chickens are called roosters. Baby chickens are called chicks. Here's a picture of a rooster. I looked it up in a dictionary, made a copy. And a rooster is an adult male chicken. And so you're going to be seeing a picture or several pictures of the rooster in this lesson. Now we're going to learn the song. The song has 2 verses. So you start by learning the words. Ch, 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 ch. Chicky, chicken, cheeped. Can you say that? Ch, 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 ch. Chicky, chicken, cheeped. Again. Ch, 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 ch. Chicky, chicken, cheeped. Cock-a-doodle would not come, so he went back to sleep. Say it with me. Cock-a-doodle would not come, so he went back to sleep. Again. Cock-a-doodle would not come, so he went back to sleep. And then let's try putting those together. Ch, 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 ch. Chicky, chicken, cheeped. Cock-a-doodle would not come, so he went back to sleep. The second verse goes like this. Chicky, chick, chicky, chick, you must do your chore. Again, let's say it. Chicky, chick, chicky, chick, you must do your chore. Again, chicky, chick, chicky, chick, you must do your chore. Chicky chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Chicky chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Chicky chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Let's put it together. The second verse. Chicky chick, chicky chick, you must do your chore. Chicky chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Again. Chicky chick, chicky chick, you must do your chore. Chicky chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Now we're going to put the whole song together by words. Ch, 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 ch. Chicky chicken cheeped. Cock-a-doodle would not come, so he went back to sleep. Chicky chick, chicky chick, you must do your chore. Chicky Chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Now we'll try singing that. Chicky Chicken cheeped. Cock-a-doodle would not come, so he went back to sleep. Chicky Chick, you must do your chore. Chicky Chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Let's try it again. Chicky Chicken cheeped. Cock-a-doodle would not come, so he went back to sleep. Chicky Chick, you must do your chore. Chicky Chicken chose that day to cock-a-doodle more. Chicken reads ch, ch, ch. CH reads ch, ch, ch. All right, now we're going to have our story. And here's the first picture that goes with our story. Something was wrong at the Chestnut Hill farm. It was morning. The sun was already up, but nobody else was up. Nobody had heard a wake-up call. Nobody had heard cock-a-doodle-doo. That was because when Chicky Chicken had tried to crow early that morning, nothing would come out except ch, ch, ch. Oh dear, I have a sore throat, croaked Chicky Chicken. I cannot cock-a-doodle very well with a sore throat. I won't cock-a-doodle so early this morning. So Chicky Chicken chose to sleep late. Chicky Chicken put his cheek back down on the Chicky Chicken pillow, the chunk of hay that he used as a pillow. Soon Chicky Chicken began to snore. While Chicky Chicken kept sleeping, everything was going wrong on Chestnut Hill Farm. Page 2 picture. I think there it is. There it is. Everybody's asleep. The farmer, Mr. Chip Chesterchop, was usually up very early, but today he was still sleeping. The early morning chores were not getting done. The farmer's wife, Mrs. Cherry Chesterchop, was usually awake early. Mrs. Chesterchop was still asleep. There was no warm breakfast cooked on this chilly morning. The farmer's children were usually chatterboxes by this time of day, but today, Charlie, Charity, and Chucky were still sleeping as quietly as could be. Charlie, Charity, and Chucky would be late for school today. Their supervisor would mark it on their charts. All the animals on the Chestnut Hill farm were still sleeping too. The cows, the sheep, the pigs, the goats, the dog, and even the mama cat and all her tiny kittens were all sound asleep. At last, Chicky Chicken finally woke up. Chicky Chicken's stomach was talking to him. Chicky Chicken was hungry. Where is my chicken chow breakfast? Where is Farmer Chip Chesterchop this morning? My sore throat is feeling so much better. I'm ready for chow. Chicky Chicken puffed up his chest and stuck out his chin. Cock-a-doodle-doo! My tummy is starving. Help! Where are you? Cock-a-doodle-doo! Chicky Chicken finally called out loud enough to wake up everybody on Chestnut Farm. All the other chickens in the chicken coop started chattering too. Where is Farmer Chip Chesterchop? He always feeds us first thing in the morning. Farmer Chip Chesterchop woke up and charged out of bed. Check the time. It is very late, he called to his wife. The chores are not done yet. But Farmer Chip Chesterchop could not feed Chicky Chicken and all the other chickens first this time. He had to milk the cows right away. Mrs. Cherry Chesterchop heard the chickens going, cheep, cheep, chuckle, chuckle, cock-a-doodle-doo. But Mrs. Cherry Chesterchop knew she must feed the children before she fed Chicky Chicken and the other chickens. Before long, the Chesterchop children, Charlie, Charity, and Chucky, were chasing Chicky Chicken away from the porch so they could scurry off to Chestnut Hill Christian Academy. They did not have time to notice Chicky Chicken right now. Chicky Chicken decided to change clothes. Then maybe the Chesterchops would notice him. Maybe then they would remember to feed him. Chicky Chicken threw a big red and white checkered kerchief over his chest. Chicky Chicken tied a nice knot around his neck. Chicky Chicken looked charming indeed. Chicky Chicken sat in his chair waiting to be fed. Finally, about lunchtime, Farmer Chip Chesterchop brought the chickens their breakfast food. Munch, crunch, chew, chop. Don't chew too fast, Chicky Chicken, you might choke. The big chickens and all the baby chicks munched their chicken chow cheerfully. Cheep, cheep, chirp, chirp. Thank you, Farmer Chip Chesterchop. Then Farmer Chip Chesterchop came over to the chicken coop. He was pretending he could chat with Chicky Chicken. Chicky Chicken, old chap, I must remind you that you were the cause of the problems at Chestnut Hill Farm this morning. We depend on you to wake everybody up early. You chose the wrong choice today when you decided to go back to sleep. Each one must work to get everything done at Chestnut Hill Farm, Farmer Chip Chesterchop said. We need you to cock-a-doodle early and loudly every day. Even if you have a sore throat, you must still do your chore. You must cock-a-doodle early or get someone else to do it for you. Chicky Chicken bowed his head. Chicky Chicken thought to himself, I learned today that calling cock-a-doodle-doo is my important chore at Chestnut Hill Farm. I will do it cheerfully every morning from now on. I promise to cock-a-doodle-doo very loudly, too. Farmer Chip Chesterchop climbed up on his big orange tractor. Chicky Chicken is a real champ, he called across the barnyard to his wife. And then page 3. Sure enough, the next morning, Chicky Chicken shouted loudly. In fact, Chicky Chicken sounded like a real champion cock-a-doodler. All right. Chicky Chicken was using a chicken megaphone to make his cock-a-doodle-doo very loud. Chicky Chicken called cheerfully and loudly, Cock-a-doodle-doo, this is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Chicky Chicken was so glad he'd been chosen to take charge of this chore for his chums at Chestnut Hill Farm. At the beginning of the story, why was everyone still sleeping? Nobody heard the wake-up call. Why had nobody heard cock-a-doodle-doo? Chicky Chicken had a sore throat, so he went back to sleep. What other animals did not get up yet? The cows, the sheep, the pigs, the goats, the dog, and the mama cat with her kittens were not up yet. What people were not up yet? Farmer Chip Chesterchop, his wife Cherry, and his children Charlie, Charity, and Chucky were not up yet. Why did Chicky Chicken wake up finally? Chicky Chicken was hungry. Why didn't Chicky Chicken get fed first, as he usually did? Well, the farmer had to milk the cows first. The wife had to feed the children first. The children were going to be late to school. Whom did Farmer Chip Chesterchop say was responsible for all the trouble on the farm that morning? Farmer Chip Chesterchop said that Chicky Chicken was responsible for all the trouble. What did Chicky Chicken use to help him call cock-a-doodle even louder? He used a megaphone. Do you remember the scripture verse Chicky Chicken said the next morning? It was Psalm 118:24. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Chicken reads ch, ch, ch. CH reads ch, ch, ch. Listen as I tell you a word. Listen for the CH sound. The ch sound may be at the beginning of the word, the end of the word, the middle of the word, or it may not be in the word at all. You will answer yes or no. Cheese. Yes. Remember. No. Crunch. Yes. Chuckle. Yes. Which? Yes. Chase. Yes. Morning. No. Choose. Yes. Children. Yes. Kerchief. Yes. Charge. Yes. Lunch. Yes. Chatter. Yes. Chives. Yes. Scratch. Yes. Chest. Yes. Chew. Yes. Cheek. Check. Yes. Watch. Yes. Pillow. No. Chore. Yes. Promise. No. Chair. Yes. Correct. No. Marching. Yes. Achoo. Yes. House. No. Cheerful. Yes. Ruler. No. Ranch. Yes. Listen as I read a sentence and find the word that has the ch sound. AC got a watch for his birthday. Watch. The students were marching in a straight line. Marching. Achoo! Christy sneezed. Achoo. Jesus loves all the little children. Children. The dog scratched at the back door. Scratched. Dad wiped his forehead with his red kerchief. Kerchief. Grandma is a cheerful person. Cheerful. Which learning center is yours? Which? Always push your chair back in, please. Chair. We are going home for lunch. Lunch. Now we're going to blend some sounds and then some words. Let's start with these sounds. Ch, a, che. Ch, a, cha. Ch, a, cha. Ch, e, chi. Ch, e, che. Ch, I, chai. Ch, I, ch. Ch, o, cho. Ch, a, cha. Ch, cha. Atch, atch. Itch, itch. Utch, utch. Now for some words. Chain, chain. Cheek, cheek. Children, children. Chunk, chunk. Attach, attach. Much, much. Sheep, sheep. Champ, champ. Checkers, checkers. Chosen, chosen. Chip, chip. Whoops, I think that's supposed to be each, each. For a minute, it looked like teach. Touch, touch. When, when. Chart, chart. Chives, chives. Chomp, chomp. Chicken, chicken. Sandwich, sandwich. Which, which. Both, both. Okay, and now we have some sight words. And here we go. You have these cards also, so you can review them at home several times today. Which, which. Much, much. One of the hardest ones, right? A. Does, does. Come, come. All right, so keep those together with a rubber band, please. And now There's a couple of things we're going to do before you do the paperwork. You are going to listen to some sounds that I make, and some words that have the CH sound in them. CH is one of our favorite sounds. Each time I give a CH word, do something that shows me what the word means. For example, if I said chuckle, you might laugh. If I said cheek, you might blow out your cheeks like this. So here we go. And I will give you one way that you can show it to me. Cheerful. Chomp. Chain. March. Watch. Children. Point to yourself. Chocolate. We like chocolate. Now, something that you might try is taking the picture of the rooster that you have, that you colored, and trace that picture onto another sheet of paper. And then actually you would want to put it on something kind of stiff. You could do it a number of ways. Your parents might be able to help you do that. So the idea is to make an outline of the rooster and then take some glue and some seeds, beans, peas, macaroni, spaghetti, that kind of thing, and glue them on to make the picture be a seed picture or a macaroni, spaghetti picture. So you could try that if you have the materials at home. So now would be the time to go ahead and do your paperwork and make sure that you turn it in when you go to school. And I wish you a happy day. Make sure this is a good, cheerful day. Goodbye.